Megs here, and I'm back with a bust down personality unit. And this is like my favorite unit to wear is a bust down Yaki straight long unit by Beauty Forever Hair. And it's not slipping and it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. And we need that kind of security, and it curls pretty cute. So let me get into all the details about this unit. And I've always loved Beauty Forever's packaging. I love these wig bags, okay? That I can like store my wigs in when I'm not wearing them, and great for travel, along with this kind of like silk-like sleeve to store my wigs into. So great for travel, great for storing when I'm not wearing my wig, and it keeps it really nice. They gifted me some lashes. Of course, we need this lace melting band and an edge control brush. So this is the Yaki straight 24-inch unit, and this is the no slip unit. I love this one, and I can really say, because I've been wearing this unit for some weeks now, this is my favorite unit that I wore this year. So this is a Yaki straight texture, and this is my favorite textures to wear because it looks the most natural, and I love that this density isn't too thick. Okay, that's the key to this. And it's a pre-cut lace and pre-bleached, okay? And we have a lot of updated features when it comes to these no slip units that I'm loving, okay? So this has the thinner elastic adjustable strap there, a comb at the nape, and these kind of like grippy like non-slip strips within the wig. So the knots are really nice and pre-bleached, so it's really just like a wear and go type of situation that I like for myself because I don't have a lot of time. So you see these strips here, and this what allows the unit to stay in place and not slip and slide back, because how embarrassing did that used to be back in the day, y'all, when our wig would slide back, because now we have this drawstring that helps it not slide. So I am loving this updated technology when it comes to these units these days, along with this really nice transparent lace. So I am of a darker, beautiful skin tone, and sometimes the lace can be really tricky, okay? So I love that, and I love that it's plucked here. Very natural, beautiful looking hairline, and I love how the knots are not thick, because that can just, you know, be a deal breaker when it comes to units. So to silk press this out, okay, I am going to use the Care Silk and Seal spray here, and I've been using this on my unit since like, girl, like 2010 now. So I am going to spray this in sections, brush through with a brush, and I'm just going to silk press it out in smaller sections. But what I love about Yaki straight textures, they're very low maintenance when I keep them in this straight flat iron look, because the texture allows for high heat to get that smooth, sleek look. And look at this beautiful shine. Beautiful. Okay, I love this so much. And I will give a quick tip too, like say when it is time to wash this wig, use a clarifying shampoo, follow up with a moisturizing shampoo, and just run a little conditioner, and it's gonna always look like this. Okay, so because that's what I did with mine, that's what I like to do, and that's how I like to treat my wigs. So especially the Yaki straight textures, and look how flowy and beautiful this is. The shine is amazing, and I love that this unit isn't crazy thick. But the ends I did decide to clean up, and that was a personal preference of mine. I like them to be just a little bit more neater at the ends, and it just really made that pop there. So the shine is absolutely gorgeous. Y'all, I love this one. I'm really excited about this one. So to get the top laying nice and flat how I like it, because I like my bust down to be busted all the way down. Okay? Bust me down. So I use a little of the IC Fantasia spritz. You can use any spritz, and I just spread that in between parts as I'm flat ironing the very top and hot combing it. And I spray that down and kind of like mold it into place on a wig head. I don't like doing this on my head because I don't sleep in my wig, so this just works a lot better for me. And to kind of like really sleek out the front of the hairline even more than what it already is, I like to use a little bit of the Sebastian Shaper Plus on the very front part, because it creates more of like that smoother, neat look in the front versus using that spritz. You know, I like the smoother, more neat look in the front with a light spray. So I'm just going to flat iron this and hot comb it at the very top. And what I'm noticing is I don't have tons of flyaways or filler hair when it comes to this unit. So it's very well made. The quality of the hair is very nice too. So that is like a big deal for me, is that there are no flyaways or those short filler hairs at the very top, because that will mess up the look. So it's giving very seamless. And I like that. I really like this one. It's looking super natural, and I love that too. I like this one, and I'm so serious. I've worn this so many times since filming this video and gotten tons of compliments on this. So I am going to use the HD wig cap, which is a little thinner than other wig caps because the lace on this unit is really, really thin, which is a good thing. But it does have the ability to show through the very front. So just make sure that also when you have this wig, if you do, or any similar wigs, make sure your wig cap is fairly thin and put on a little bit of whatever makeup that you're wearing or foundation to help it blend, because I can see the line of demarcation under the wig from the line of the wig cap. So say if your girl that, wants to wear their, wigs a little bit more of a longer period rather, ball cap method I would highly suggest for this. So yes, but this definitely did the trick. It definitely covered that line once I did put some concealer in the parting. So I love all the extra security. I am going to use that thinner elastic band and adjust that. I love that it has that adjustment there. And I love the drawstring because this helps it really be super secure, okay, for what you need it to be secure for. It doesn't slide. So I am going to adjust it in place to where I need it to be. And I'm going to be able to go glueless with this. I love that because it looks so natural. It blends pretty well into my skin because I typically have problems with the lace on some wigs where it just really flashes back even while I'm filming and taking pictures. But this one so far looks really, really good on camera. And I like that a lot, even without it being melted. So this is a big plus for me. I like this. I like this a lot, okay? And the pre-plucked hairline looks absolutely beautiful. It lays pretty flat at the top like how I like it. But of course, if I were to really braid my hair down by a professional, it would lay even flatter and give even more realistic. So this is 24 inches and I am 4'11", so this hair is very long on me, but it does give dramatic, like a dramatic look. I think for me, if it were for an everyday kind of like wig, I would probably go more 18 inches on myself being 4'11", and I would love that too. So I think either length in this unit would look absolutely beautiful in this texture, and this color is just so, so rich and beautiful too. And this is like perfect for like fall. This hair would look so good with coats. I love it. So I did decide to put a layer in the very front because that's how I like to wear my straight Yaki straight textures, with a little bit of a layer in the front. And this will also help if you do decide to curl it, and I'll show you guys how I did that later, what it looks like. So it just has so much movement. It's not heavy. I don't like wigs that give that lioness bulky look, and this is like the perfect density and the perfect look. So I am going to put just a very light layer, and of course, whatever your preference is, you can add a little bit more of a heavy layer, but I still have that length there, but I just wanted it to frame my face a little bit more. And maybe later on I may take it a little higher up on the sides too. So it's so pretty. It's so gorgeous. So look, that's what I was talking about, how it's not sliding. It's not very, very secure without glue. And that's like key for me because I am on my recovering hair journey and I want to avoid using any glues anytime I can, and this wig will allow me to do that. So I feel confident to wear this out even if I need to film or take pictures. I think this is going to look really, really good. So I did take some pictures on Instagram. If you want to check out my Instagram and TikTok for those pictures, they're there if you want to check them out. It curled beautifully. So I did use the T3 iron, and I just curled it like this in a couple sections, and I kind of curl the hair going away. I typically like curling my wigs off of my head because I'm able to get a more precise, angle in some areas and sections. So I curled everything. So Yaki straight textures, I typically don't wear them curled, but I wanted to show and see how it would perform. And I think it did pretty good. I think to make them last longer, using some flexi rods on the hair would allow that to last a little bit longer, and adding additional layers to the back to help those curls pop because the hair is so long. But it curled beautifully, and I think this is really, really pretty for pictures, and things like that, because I took some pictures in this hair, and the texture just looks so, so natural with it being that Yaki straight textured look, where it's not super like Barbie looking. It looks like pressed out or relaxed hair with a really good silk press, being that we are in silk press season. So yes, if you do have any questions, feel free to ask me, and watch more of my Beauty Forever hair reviews here on my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys next time.